beat this guy Curtis, knocked him out brutally in the first round. And I got on the mic and call out Frank Mir and Josh Barnett.
Yeah.
You know? That's where I was mentally. Like, I wanted to be champ. I wanted to be top 5 so bad, top 10 so bad. I was rushing to do it. I just wish I had someone older in my life, whether it was Shane Carwin, anyone. But they saw how good I was in training. But still, even if you're that good in training, you need the reps. You need the time in the octagon. You need that competition miles at a high level, you know? Mm-hmm. Slow down, young man. Slow down. But you're young, full of cum, ready to go. You know?
Yeah. That reminds me of
that's usually my big advice. Comics, fighters, slow down.
Yeah.
I know you see all your buddies with specials, all your buddies selling out arenas, all your buddies selling out theaters. Slow down. Fighters, slow down. Yeah, but I can beat that guy. Maybe you can. But after you beat that guy, these other monsters are waiting, and you're not getting paid to fight those monsters. You're getting paid like you should. Just wait till you renegotiate your contract, wait till your second or third contract, then fight those monsters and get paid for fighting that caliber fighter. Slow down. Don't fight a Nogueira and make $16,000. Don't fight a Crow Cop and make $12,000. Slow down.
All right, slow down. That's the key phrase.
Yes. Turn the page.
Yeah, that reminded me of this. Remember Yair Rodriguez, when he first came on the scene, he was just destroying, and then they gave him Frankie Edgar, who's like, you know, he's a grizzly vet, and he just...
That was like my Nogueira.
Yes, just boom.
Just think about it. He fought guys at his caliber a little bit, and then he hits an older, longer in tooth vet, BJ Penn. I got Crow Cop, right? So he starches BJ Penn, right? It was a brutal fight. He starches him. I beat Crow Cop. And then, okay, here's the next guy. He got Frank Edgar. I got Nogueira. You know?
Grizzly vet.
Yeah, it's just, you're not, because you're a glitch in the matrix. You're this outlier, and it's gonna work for so long, but eventually, after you beat a Frankie Edgar, after you beat a BJ Penn, after you beat these fucking well-known guys, there's only one way to go. And then you're no longer just fighting vets, you're fighting fucking top 5 guys, dude. But you're not getting paid like a top 5 guy. You also don't have the miles like these guys.
That's the main thing, yeah.
So back in the day, you know, some of these guys had 20, 30 fights, and then they're in the big show. Now it's like, I had 3 fights, 4 fights, and I'm on the Ultimate Fighter. And then so there's 7 fights. So I'm 7-0, fighting against guys at my level. And anybody go, man, that's a good prospect. Instead, no, then come off the Ultimate Fighter, right? You fight Roy Nelson, had no business fighting him. Whatever, lose to him, all good. But you can, even in that loss, damn, that kid was kind of fucking him up. Got caught, kind of fucking him up. Let's bring him back down. Let's fight a guy at his level. Boom, whoop his ass in a minute. Okay, let's give him a vet, but still, he's going to have some advantage over him. Boom, beat him in a minute. Damn, okay, here's a real fucking vet. Gabriel Gonzaga. Get through that test, 3 rounds, beat the shit out of him. Okay, here's Crow Cop. Tough fight, but passed the test, broke his nose, knocked him out. We got one. Here's Nogueira in Brazil.
Who's seen everything?
Here's Ben Rothwell. You know?
Yeah.
And then lose those 2 from just stupid, immature errors, but probably more talented as if I was brought up right, have the skills to beat both those guys, right? Nogueira's a tough one, but Ben Rothwell, and then all right, let's dial it back down. Here's LeVar Johnson. Beat the shit out of him. Oh, damn, there you go. All right, here we go. He's back on track. Let's give him someone at his caliber. Here's Matt Mitrione. Beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's a theme here.
Yeah, they could have definitely taken you down another path.
And I have no regrets. But at the time, it was different. It was different.
Yeah.
The UFC didn't learn their lesson. And that's probably why I talk like this. Why I get really mad when, like a Sage Northcutt, that pisses me off. You have such a talent, man. And you guys fucking catapult him to the top, and then he loses, and they're like, oh, he's not ready. You know? The UFC learned their lesson with Darren Till. Boy, did you fuck up. Look at him now. Has experience, huge name outside the UFC. Not even MMA, boxing. You know, they learn the lesson with him. So then what do they do with Sugar Sean? There you go. What are they doing with Patty? There you go. You know? Guys like Aaron Pico had all this amateur experience, and then after 2 fights, like toss him in their Madison Square Garden. Gets fucked up. Bring it back down a level, rips off like 6 wins. All right, now he's ready to go. Loses that fight. Rips off some wins, changes camps, gets the UFC, and then he's had enough fights where now he should be able to figure it out, and, you know, it's tough. And sometimes these prospects, I'm not saying this is Aaron Pico, but I'm just saying this. Sometimes these prospects just don't make the cut. This happens in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, happens all the time. All the time. So, you know, I get it from both sides. With Bo Nickel, slow down. Slow down. Yeah, but he was freaking unstoppable in wrestling. I get that. He's been wrestling since he was 6 at the highest level in front of thousands of people since he was a fucking child. This is not wrestling. It's going to take some time for him to adapt and get better. Yeah, but John Jones, you're talking about the best to ever do it? That's not a good example. That is an extreme outlier. That's not a good example. Not everybody's John Jones. So it's tough, man. It's from both sides. But if you're a dad, if you're a coach, slow down. I tell Tiger all the time, even Basti. He's 5, playing with the 8-year-olds. And he excels at that, leads the league in RBIs, hits, at batting average. I think he's only not got a hit in one. He's usually 4 for 4 every game. They're 8. He's 5. It's insane. Yeah, I find myself going, all right, we got to find a travel ball team, 8-year-old travel ball team. And find my wife's like, he's 5. I'm like, I know, but it's time to get going. I have to tell him, slow down. Slow down. It's all good, dude. Let him get the reps. Let him get the confidence. Let him go. And then you do that stuff. But it's even me, I've been through it more so than anybody. Even I'm like, let's go, Basti. Travel ball team, 8U travel ball team. At 5? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. But I catch it. Thank God. Well, you're right. My bad. You're right. I'll slow down.
But I mean, they're doing stick and ball sports. You're doing actual fighting.
But across the board, though, if you rush a kid too fast in anything, you're gonna ruin that flower. And it's a fucking beautiful flower, and you're gonna ruin it, man. That flower needs water. That flower needs time to grow. Don't rush it. Because eventually that 5-year-old or even T at 9, if we push him too much, eventually he's going to run into a fucking brick wall, and it's your fault. Because he should not be running into brick walls right now at 9 or at 5. It should be fun. And but the one thing I don't co-sign with people, it's just a game. It's just a game to you. To me, it's life. To me, it's a way of making a living. And they have the genetics where they can make a living doing whatever sport they choose if they put in the effort. They can do that. That's the gift they were given. So, well, if your son thinks it's a game and he's win, lose, or draw, he's excited to get ice cream, we're going to run circles around you. You're not going to be able to compete. Now, while they're young, it's a game. It's all good. Yes. Now, I'm saying if your kid has that same heart, same fucking blood run through his body, who's like, no, we're here to win. Like Tiger after his home run, I was crunk, man. We lost the game by 2. They had a chance at the very end to come back. Again, they're 13, so we won 2 out of 3 games. I was excited. Tiger home run, that usually makes my day because it's my kid, right? I'm like, fuck yeah. When I see Tiger, I go, dude, how about the home run? He goes, yeah, but we fucking lost. Boom, that's what I want. That's what I want. You don't want the kid, again, I get it. Maybe it's different in your household. You don't want the kid who loses like, it's just a game. I don't care. No. That's a red flag. Again, it's a red flag if your son, not you, if your son's going, I want to play for the Dodgers. I want to fight in the UFC. I want to play in the NFL. Because if to them it's just a game, good luck. Because there's kids in Dominican Republic, in fucking Dagestan, in Chechnya, in China, in Mexico, in parts of America where they're treating it like it's fucking life and
Okay, wow. Did Schaub give advice and then contradict himself in the next sentence? Slow down, but hurry up. Yo, there was a lot in there. He went off about how his career failed. I love how he tried giving advice to stand-up comedians and then other people. Yeah, I like to take my advice from people who failed at doing the thing they're trying to give me advice for. Uh, Pathetic. I like the whole thing he said about my kids are gonna make it. They got superior genetics. Make it in what though? Because Schaub never made it in anything. I mean, truly, he never made it in anything. He's not really a pro athlete. I mean, I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss off all the MMA and UFC fans, but I think it just needs to be said. Um, if you are an MMA fighter or a UFC guy, um, you couldn't make it in sports. That's why you ended up in MMA. There's nobody who's going to be a first round draft pick in the NBA or NFL that goes, I think I'll just rather go into MMA. No, the MMA is for people who couldn't make it in other sports and they had to end up and go fighting each other. And if the MMA didn't, I'm saying that MMA like it's the UFC or something. If MMA didn't exist, they would all just be pro wrestlers because they weren't good enough to make it in actual sports. So I don't know if your kids actually have genetics to make it in any actual sports because Schaub never made it in any actual sports. And they'll probably be like Schaub. I mean, one of the reasons why Schaub didn't make it, and he kind of made the point in there, Schaub, like his own kids, was a rich kid who didn't have to really make it. He wasn't that poor kid in the Dominican Republic, and this was his only way out. Schaub had a rich dad who had millions. So did Schaub's kids. So I highly doubt that. But yeah, he went off about how he failed and he's a failure and his career stinks and giving advice to people. Oh my God, the Ballad of Bappa. It's so annoying. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.